YouTube and Twitch. SaltyX are here. And we're on our 11th Dragon Age stream. Dragon Age Origins. Tonight we're going to be entering the Fade and saving Connor from the demon that has control of him. He's Arlamon's son. So without further nonsense, let's get into it. So yesterday, or actually into this morning, I suppose, we went to the Arl's castle and pretty much cleared everything out. We rescued sort of Ban Tegan. And then we went to the to the circle to recruit mages to help us enter the Fade and rescue Ban Tegan's nephew, Isolde's son, Arlamon's son, who's being controlled by a demon in the Fade. So here we go. That's kind of weird. I don't know why. Why isn't there a quest here? I do not know why there's not a quest in my journal. There should be, because we're expected to enter the Fade and save the boy, so weird. Very weird. You would think there'd be a quest journal entry. Well, let's talk to First Enchanter Irving. How about?
Ah, there you are. We have brought lyrium and begun preparations for the ritual. We can start any time.
So, only one person can go through?
Yes, we haven't sufficient lyrium at present to send more than one mage into the Fade.
You sure this is the only way?
It only works because the child gave himself to the demon willingly. If the demon takes over the host forcibly, we must slay the abomination. We have only enough lyrium for one attempt. I hope you succeed. Such a young lad deserves better than execution.
Any last minute advice?
It truly depends on the manner of demon. It sounds like a spirit of greed and desire, one of the more powerful in the hierarchy. It will likely engage you in dialogue and tempt you with an offer. Avoid it. Making deals with demons never turns out well.
I'm not ready yet.
Then return when you are ready, but do not tarry.
Okay. I want to make sure we're going to send Morrigan in there. I want to make sure she has I think we probably want the Magosaur boots. Let's see, she is already 98. I want to look at staffs. So the staff of the first enchanter would definitely be an upgrade. As would the Winter's Breath. Not sure. Well, okay, let's give her this. And this too. Now let's look at armor. Alright, we're not going to do better, I don't think. We probably have something over at Soldier's Peak. But I don't really think it's going to matter that much. Okay, we'll give her this belt. So her amulet, it's actually pretty nice. Now, this amulet here, 20% cold damage. I don't know if it actually would be better than the willpower, magic, and spell power stats. Morgan does have an AoE, actually. We'll keep this in mind. Like, I may want to switch to it and just see. For now, I want to see. I guess I don't really have. I don't have any better rings to give her. Okay, okay, Irving.
We are ready to proceed when you are. Very well. Who will go into the Fade?
Let's send Morgan.
Then let us begin forthwith.
Liliana approves. That's actually kind of funny.
Is that you, Connor? I can hear you! I'm coming! Is anyone out there? Hello?
Father! Where are you?
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
I don't understand. It's so cold. I want to go home.
You there? Have you seen my son? I can hear him, but I cannot find him. This blasted fog has me turning in circles.
Gonna try to get through to the Arl.
This is the Fade. Your kind cannot navigate it any more than you could navigate a dream.
I don't understand. Where is my Connor?
I will find him for you, since I foolishly gave my word that I would. Leave me to it.
No. No, you're trying to lead me astray. I do not believe you. Connor! Connor, where are you? Curse this blasted darkness! Why can I see nothing? Connor? Is that you?
Okay. Ah, yes. Here's the boy.
Who are you? Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now.
Oh, we're gonna be nice.
Shoo! Run along and play. Or whatever.
No! You're here to hurt Father. I know it. I won't let you.
The demon's got them tactical nips going on. Okay, I should have actually done this before. Let's see, we're gonna put a hex on her. Person mortality. Mana drain. Drain life. Okay, now that that's over, I want to get this going. Do I want to activate death magic? this stays active. I guess it just stays on. Now I think frost weapons may only apply to allies. In any case, we're not going to bother with it. Alright, so there's no more to be seen here. Unfortunately, Morgan does not have any heal. I thought I gave her a heal. Let's look. Could have sworn. I guess not. This would be it right here. Nope. She has a good bit of offensive magic though, so that's good. Alright, Morgan.
You're the one making Father sick! I'll help him! You can't stop me!
Am I dead? Am I dreaming? I don't understand any of this.
Why do you keep hurting me? Why are you trying to stop me?
Enough of these games. Give me what I want.
Trespasser! I will drive you out!
So she's summoned help this time. Let's just freeze her. Stone fist. And what? Mind blast. Lightning bolt. Hex. Drain life. It'd be awesome if she would just gain a level right here. Let's see. Can I go this way? I don't believe I can.
Get out of here! You have to get out! I'll stop you! I will! Please forgive me, Father.
So I can. Pretty sure this is where I need to get. Let me go back the way.
Someone help me! Maker, have mercy! Connor? Is that you?
Oh, I can't get over there.
I'll help him! You can't stop me!
Is anyone out there? Hello?
Please forgive me.
Ain't but one way to go.
Very well.
Oh. Here we are again. Okay.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Why do you speak through illusions? Come, let us converse.
No. It is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
Man, sons of bitches left me on fire. Okay, here we go. The big fight. The demon. They're in vain there.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form, and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
I will not become an abomination no matter what you try.
One soul I already possess. I do not need another. You need not fear me.
And I
on
like her
account.
pasties.
I wish only to talk.
Do you take me for a fool? I know better than to bargain with your kind.
Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If you wish a battle, you will have it. Let us see if your power matches your boldness, creature.
Easy. Easy now. This may not actually work on her. Hex. Stone fist. Mana drain. Lightning bolt. I think this is the one, actually. Got her. Bring out your dead.
So it is over. Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training, once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things. Eamon has much to mourn and rebuild should he recover. But at least he could be thankful that both his son and wife are safe.
I owe you my deepest thanks. I can scarcely believe Connor is the boy he once was.
There is still the matter of Jowan. His poisoning Eamon began this whole mess, yet he lives. I must decide what becomes of him. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
I would like him released.
Released? Are you mad? Why would you do such a thing?
I agree with Isolde. He's a Maleficar. We cannot simply unleash him on the land and ignore his crimes.
If you will not release him, the only fate that awaits him is death, and you know it. So I say, why delay the inevitable?
I would agree with that statement. Heartily.
Executed? Are you certain?
In fact, I'd prefer to do it myself.
I see. Very well. If you wish to be his executioner, I cannot deny you that request. You will find him in the dungeon, as before. I leave the time and manner of his death up to you. I doubt very much, Eamon would argue, that our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn. The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
I will seek out this urn.
Thank you. I am grateful for your eagerness to help restore my husband. Find Brother Genitivi, the scholar, in Denerham. He has been researching the urn's location for several years now. The knights that returned say they were unable to find Genitivi. But perhaps the Maker will lead you to him.
I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
Well, Wynn leveled up, and so did Morrigan. Okay, let's see. Wynn. I'm going to give her 1 more willpower and 2 more magic. Think. And we will let her... Combat training could actually benefit her, I think. We have 2 points in herbalism. 3 herbalism. That's what we're doing. Okay, now life forward, cleansing aura. Haste would be really good to have. Mana Clash is going to be clutch in the upcoming thing, but it's going to be several levels before she can get Mana Clash. Mass Rejuvenation. Fire weapons would be nice. Man, I just don't know. I think, I don't know, haste. She already has revival, I believe. Yes. Haste would be pretty good. I need to get Morrigan up to Mana Clash. And I think she needs 3 more levels. I'd like to get them both up to Mana Clash. I don't know if I can. We'll go with combat training here. I don't know if Shapeshifter is like worth going into. We need Mana Clash though. So Tempest would be nice to have. Two more levels to Mana Clash. Alright, so now we got a book over here.
This should be easy enough.
Codex entry. Let's go have a look at our Lehman. Oh, he's not interactable. He talked his soul.
I have faith that you will find a way to help my husband.
That poor little boy. I just can't bear to think what he must have gone through.
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
You know about Morrigan and me?
Well, she's hardly discreet. The way she looks at you, it's as though she's completely forgotten there's anything of you above the waist.
So, there's a lot more of me below the waist.
Oh, sweet maker. Is a little decorum too much to ask?
It's so easy to get to you.
Moving along now, I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. She is a cunning woman, a Maleficar. She will use you for her own ends.
No, I trust Morrigan.
I am telling you what I see and what my instincts tell me. And even if the feelings you share are genuine, this affair may not be the best thing for either of you. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
I'm a human being with emotions, not just a Grey Warden.
Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
You're making things sound more dire than they are.
Nothing is certain. Not in these times. You cannot take anything for granted. I want you to be aware of this.
Morgan and I can handle whatever comes our way.
If you insist, I have given my advice. Do with it what you will.
I knew she was gonna disapprove, you old coot.
You're the one who saved me.
Actually, it was Morgan.
Then, I guess I owe her thanks. Father always said to remember to thank people who do nice things for you. I hope Father gets better soon. He will, won't he?
I mean, Morgan should have given me a little hint of approval there. I feel like I was robbed. Oh, why are we saving game?
I suppose you can't blame the boy, even if he has magic. His death wouldn't have helped
It would
anything.
take years to sort out the castle properly, if we even get the chance.
Let's get started.
Chevalier's mace. Hemon's shield. Knockback bolt. Let's see, the fox's bow. I want to see what Leliana has equipped. Well, this is for Sten. Alright, so this is an exit.
I wonder what happened to all the other castle servants that were here. Do you think they all died? Or did they run away? Oh, there's so much to be cleaned up. I don't want to even think about what happened here.
It is good you resolved this demon business. Now we must either revive the Arl or allow Ban Tegan to take his place.
You return. Might you have news? Unchanged, I'm afraid. We've tried more magical healing, but nothing works. As time passes, I become more and more convinced the urn might be our only hope.
Hello, Twitch viewer.
Yes, but they are returning slowly. No doubt the war's progress, as well as the Darkspawns, hinders many of them.
So I need to go down to the
Then I
dungeon.
must resume my duties. The civil war continues, and Loghain is no doubt angered Redcliffe has not been disabled. Good luck, my friend. I hope this continues to go well for all our sakes.
I need to go down here. So basically, yeah, I need to get down to the dungeon. So straight behind me. And then straight. There's a guard. I think I can go straight through and then north.
I wonder what happened to all the other castle servants that were here. Do you think they all died? Or did they run away?
So they tell me this is it. You're my executioner, is that right?
Gotta let him live, I think.
Oh. Then I guess I stay in prison until the Owl wakes up. If he wakes up. That's what they said would happen if you didn't execute me. What stays your hand? You're probably just delaying the inevitable, you know.
Not if I let you go.
You're letting me out? And what then?
Just go, Jowan. Don't make me change my mind.
Then I'll go. If you can help anyone here, tell them I never meant for it to end like this.
Let's get started.
Move along, friend. Thank you.
I don't know what that guy's there for. And I don't remember him.
There is much to do now that the danger is over. We must rebuild the village.
So we're gonna follow
You are not
up.
religious, yes? You do not believe? I do, to some extent. does not govern my life, however.
Yes? What can I do for you? Very well.
Somehow we missed something.
Maker, help us. What will we do now?
Anything I can get you? Fair enough. Let me see what Lloyd stored in the back. You can help yourself.
Nothing.
You put Bella in charge. You want something, you gotta talk to her.
Thank you, kind sir. I'd never have been able to return to my father if it wasn't for you.
My Valena returned. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well.
Thank you. I was glad to help.
Thank you again. I'm forever in your debt.
I wonder if...
Let's get started.
As you like.
Ha! Stole the key from him.
Right away.
Cool.
Yes?
You're welcome here, friend. What can I do for you? You're welcome to whatever I have, obviously. I'm at your service.
$59 freaking gold for this bow. Crazy. And this staff, like, it's not even that great of a staff. Anywho, let's sell some stuff. Oh, he won't buy that. Dwarven helmet. Okay. They were amassing a pretty good amount of gold. You know, I wonder... I want to try to find that dwarf.
I'll do it.
I'll betcha.
Let's get started.
But she'll be gone now. I could have stolen the key.
As you wish.
You do not approve of me, do you? You have to ask. I didn't realize I was being subtle. Ah, the old cat still has her claws, I see. And you also do not approve of my involvement with our stalwart
It's good you
Grey
came when
Warden.
you did.
You are dangerous.
I doubt I'd be
Warrior.
standing here otherwise.
Dangerous, cunning, and thoroughly deceitful. But you are beautiful, and he is young. It's a pity he doesn't know any better.
Why, Wynne, I do believe that is the first time you have ever offered a compliment. Thank you.
Only you would take that as a compliment.
Listen.
Hey, he made it out alive.
Phew, some fight. Reminds me why I left Orzammar in the first place.
And why is that?
Constant fighting. A warrior's life there is blood, ash, and dust. Though I'm not sure who's dirtier. These creatures or Darkspawn.
Thank you for helping with the battle.
Hey, anything for Redcliffe, right? Whatever. First thing I'm gonna do is get some sleep. For about a week. Go celebrate or whatever it is you're gonna do. You won, right? You're a hero. Or something. Go celebrate or whatever you have to do.
Could use your help with the Darkspawn.
If I wanted to fight Darkspawn, I'd have stayed in Orzammar. No thanks.
I'll go.
Go celebrate or whatever it is you're gonna do. You won, right? You're a hero. Or something.
Who cares what they were? I'm just glad they're dead.
And all of them survived.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Did I miss something in Lothering?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Right.
Good to see you again. So far, I'll be fighting Darkspawn soon enough. I don't look forward to it. With the Maker's luck, I'll live through it all to tell my grandchildren a tale or two. Here's to hoping you can do the same.
Okay, let's see.
I heard about what happened at Redcliffe. I want to talk to you about it.
Are you upset because you weren't there?
I wish I had been there, but no, I'm not upset about that. I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Arl's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Arl that much.
We can stop the Blight. We'll save much more.
You're right. Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh, wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
Ooh.
I know what you're going to say, and I'm just going to spare you the trouble. You've chosen, haven't you?
How did you know what I was gonna say?
I'm not stupid. Did you think you were the first person to ever disappoint me? I know that look. I had a feeling this would happen. I suppose I hope you are happy together. This is getting a little awkward, and I think I'm going to excuse myself now.
Damn! She's all the way down to 59.
What's on your mind?
there something we can do to cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
You're a little dead.
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
I don't fear death. It's the dying that scares me.
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Are you content?
I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
You called. I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you wish.
Why, thank you so much.
Oh, marvelous.
Unexpected. Thank you. I am impressed. My thanks. You called. I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you wish.
So, full of questions, are you? Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
A powerful Maleficar.
You mean, is she truly the Flemeth of legend and story? Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the Chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I've heard little of it.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful. A fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Just how long ago was this?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
He sold his wife to another man?
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
So she truly loved Osen then?
That was not the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Which? She never invaded? Or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Legends tells of Flemeth having many daughters.
You ask if I have sisters? I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak of them?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
Aren't abominations usually insane horrors?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her.
How is it that Flemeth has survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
An interesting story. Thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
My mother died. Recently, in fact.
Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
Oh no, they're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
Heard any rumors?
Tern Logain has announced that whatever happened to Banbronic will happen to any other nobleman who doesn't live up to the oath he swore to serve the throne. There's a lot of folks angry about it. Some of the Banorn who weren't saying anything are now saying that Logain is trampling on their rights as sovereign lords. Seems like more fighting is inevitable at this point, doesn't it? Sad state of affairs. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
So now I believe we're going to go to the Brazilian forest. So let us head that direction.
Indeed.
Yes. Horseful. Indeed. Yes.
Let's see. I can't go back to Lothering.
Indeed.
Indeed. Yes.
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Honora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Honora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Your wish?
Armed and dangerous! Ready for action!
Immediately.
As you wish.
Right. This should be easy enough.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegra can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made. There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Something I can help with?
What do you know of this place?
Next to nothing, I'm afraid. Perhaps there is little to know about this place, or I simply have not discovered its secrets yet.
Let's talk about something else.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Do you miss anything about Orlais?
I miss Val-Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val-Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val-Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent.
Never been to Orlais.
If you get the chance, you should see it, at least Val Royaux. Of course there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
What sorts of things?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs, and shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes, living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
What's so special about shoes?
Well, they're shoes. They're pretty. Some of them anyway. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Wouldn't that be hard to walk in?
I wouldn't want to run in it, or have to enter battle, but for lounging in a lady's sitting room, perfect. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
You don't need fancy shoes to make you beautiful.
Thank you. It's kind of you to say so, even wearing these mud-covered horrors. They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we? Very well. All right, battle it is then.
Yes?
Come and get it! I never liked this one.
I see you.
Cannot swim! Ha! Another battle, I see. Ha-ha! Now we get our hands dirty.
As you wish. As you wish. Right.
Well, that didn't work out so good. I was kind of hoping to be able to save everybody, but guess it's whatever.
Darkspawn!
Alright, so let's see, number 3. Stone Fist. Stone Fist.
Let us end this.
God damn, look at all the traps. Okay, so two, 3, and 4. I'm just gonna try to get over here.
Armed and dangerous, ready for action!
Damn, look at all those traps.
It's done. I'll do it. As you like. Trap right ahead.
Oh, here's some more.
As you like. It's done.
And some nice XP.
didn't need to harm these creatures.
Too easy!
This should be easy enough.
Watch out! Your time to die! They're animals. Nothing more.
Now we go into the...
Let's see.
She is a very beautiful girl. I can see why you would want to be with her.
We don't choose who we love.
I wanted to apologize for the things I may have said. I know I was a little harsh and I had no right to be. You are a dear friend, and I want you to be happy. And whatever you choose, know that I will stand by you. Something I can help with?
Something on your mind? Of course. Such as they are. I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Where are the closest Grey Wardens from here?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Will we need to start rebuilding the Order?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
What would happen if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Something on your mind? Of course.
Can you teach others to be a Templar?
Sure, I could. I could even teach you, I suppose. Anyone who's been trained as a warrior. I guess if I'm going to give up Chantry secrets, I may as well go all the way. Send whoever you want trained to me in camp, and I'll see what I can do.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder if I can do the same for Oregon with the shapeshifter.
What's on your mind?
Do you have any regrets at all?
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
What did you do?
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority. What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home, time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him, too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential, just to be difficult.
Was he talented?
Oh, very much so. Sometimes I would catch him practicing on his own, but if I asked him to show me what he could do, he would freeze up or fumble terribly. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
What happened to Anarin?
Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
Why didn't they just bring him back to the tower?
They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
That was cruel of them.
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Anarin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe he did find the Dalish.
The Templars are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
Then maybe his sacrifice was worthwhile.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
You called. I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you wish.
All right, Morgan. Lay it on me.
So, full of questions, are you? I cannot teach you, no, but any other mages that cared to learn, yes, I could do that. Send whoever you wish my way, and I shall teach them what I can in the camp, provided they possess the will to even make the attempt.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
It could be good or bad.
Good, of course. It doesn't want to have anything in common with all those other filthy substandard human types, does it? Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
My father was the Terran of Highover.
Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
And we wouldn't want that.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought. It speaks.
Still with me, I see.
Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
Don't go. I happen to need you.
Refreshing. Normally such words would be accompanied by the wave of a control rod. I shall remain as it asks. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Dawdling. Guess I should talk to Zevran.
Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
What does it take to become an assassin?
Well, the Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is the desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field.
It doesn't take any special skill.
I don't know about that. It's simply a slightly different skill set from your average killer, as I see it. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
It sounds like it could be useful.
See? Getting paid for the act is beside the point. An assassin is more a tactical choice than a lifestyle. Of course, the Crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we? Hmm?
Okay. Off we go.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
I am a Grey Warden. I wish to speak to your leader.
A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Many people go about pretending to be Grey Wardens, do they?
No, that's true. Perhaps I shall let the Keeper decide for himself. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. And a hound amongst them. As if we haven't had enough problems with such creatures. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Maserenus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Salty. Pleasure to meet you.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not. I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us. And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I am good at non-trivial tasks.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
You said you could perhaps destroy the curse?
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
Have you considered seeking outside help?
From whom? The Children of the Stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us?
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
I have some questions for you.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Tell me more about this curse the hunters suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
So did all werewolves everywhere stem from Witherfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
How did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
If a werewolf bites me, then will I become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
So how do you know if you've been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
I want to ask about something else.
Go on then.
How do I find Witherfang? Do you have any advice?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Tell me more about this curse the hunters suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it. Go on then.
I should go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Okay, so this is actually a pretty good place to stop. I think I'm going to end stream here, and then tomorrow we will pick up a few quests here in the Dalish camp, and then begin to explore the forest and lift the curse that has befallen the elves. Thank you for watching. This has been Salty Xer, Deeper Dungeons, and we'll catch you next time.